it going, guys? Welcome back to Schneider Heritage Farms. Today we're going to give you a little bit of a barn, or a chicken coop tour. It's not really the barn, so to say. But today we finally got them outside, finally got them out in the sun so they can go out there and enjoy the weather too. But today we're going to kind of run you through kind of how chicken coop works and so forth and so on. So we'll start on the inside here since we're in the inside. These gates are not permanent. There's going to be a more permanent structure. It sits up in here. Obviously, we got some shelving for some equipment, storage like that. We got our feeder we're going to fill up. These are our nesting boxes. We're still missing the roof spars. And this is the big area. This is a little, probably like a 10 by, or even bigger than that, probably by a 16 by like 12 foot area for them to roost in and stay in all winter time. During the winter, they're going to be kept inside of here. They're not really going to be allowed outside unless it like warms up a little bit, like to 35 once they're fully grown. But right now we got that big door open on the back. I don't know if we'll keep that or not. We might cut smaller holes in there for them to go in so there's not so much wind through here. But that's going to be open daily, shut every night so that nothing can get in here to get at them. Want to keep them safe. Obviously, we got our feeder here with the branded logo on it. And our two waters, these are gravity waters, so as long as the water is pointing towards the lowest point, they should never leak. So that's pretty much it for the inside of here. Obviously, we got storage upstairs, a little ladder to get upstairs. I'm gonna go take you out by the run, then we're gonna do the outside. Outside the building's not finished yet. The plan is we're gonna put some garden beds right here. That way it looks prettied up, looks real nice. This is the outside run. This has to go a little bit further. We have some extra fences. As you can see, I'm using some of the fences inside right now to kind of keep them contained. We did finally move the ducks and the chickens all together. They seem to be not minding each other anymore. But basically, this big door swings open and the Bob's your teapot. That's a lot that needs to get done on this small chicken coop yet. We're going to paint it. We're going to put some gutter systems in here and then hopefully funnel water over to that side so then we can use that water for chickens, pigs, sheep, whatever we tend to get here. We do have our compost pile right here that you can see some of the compost laying around the edge. They can eat at that. It's organic matter. They can do whatever they want with it. So we're going to go ahead and bring some chicken feed inside. I'm going to show you the water trailer quick and then, yeah. We got our water trailer here. It is two 275 gallon water tanks. We still got to get some sleeves to put over them. They're coming pretty quick. How it works basically. You open the valve, open this valve, and water comes out. Pretty simple kind of mechanism. So we do see we have some big barn doors on the front here. Hopefully this will keep them nice and warm in the wintertime. As we were building it in the wintertime, it was always really nice and toasty in here. We're gonna get some electrical put in pretty quick, put some lights down the middle of here so we can come in here at night and stuff and see. It should be pretty good. An awesome place for them to live, so hopefully they're happy with it. But let's get some chicken feed moved in. Today we're going to be filling up the feeders too. Just a chore we got to get done. I did fill up the two waters. Next video I'll show you guys how to do those waters. And obviously this afternoon we'll come back and close everything up. You can see two feeders sitting off to the side. Those used to be the smaller feeders that we had in the house, obviously, to kind of feed them if you saw in older videos. Right now I use one of them for the ducks and they get kind of gross a little bit. But since this is the same herd, I'm not really worried about diseases and stuff. So what I just did was just put them in there. They can kind of clean them off, get them nice and clean, because why waste that kind of wettish feed? So then they'll go ahead and eat that. But today what we're going to do is we're going to be putting some poultry layer feed. I did buy some pellets this time. There is also like crumble feed. I'm not sure which one I like yet. To tell you the truth, I don't know. It's kind of the same to me. And then just some scratch grain as well. We're also going to be putting some oyster shells and some grit in there a little bit and kind of just like looking through it, kind of making some decisions of what I kind of want, and I'll walk you guys through it. So with our chicken feeder here, we kind of had a very good design. When we opened it up, we can almost fit like almost 100 to 200 pounds of chicken feed in here. And the biggest reason I did that was so then feeding is easy. You just come out here, you do the waters, and there's no feeding involved. So it makes it really quick, especially if I'm not on the farm or I'm gone or someone else has to come out here and do it. It's just really easy. You just go ahead and fill up the waters, and then that gives me a lot of flexibility that if I don't need to come out here for a while, I can. So we're gonna fill it up with some pellets first. And then we got some scratch grain. Oyster shells, I'm not exactly positive what they do. I'm very new to poultry myself. So oyster shells, apparently the great source of calcium. I know they help strengthen the egg a little bit. Yeah, apparently they're good. So I'm gonna have to do some more research on them, but right now we're just gonna use the kind of formula they got in the back, which is mixing at 1 pound to 20 pounds of layer feed. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of sprinkle it in as we go. Same with the grit. The grit seems pretty just fine. Stone's basically what it seems like. They will pick up grit out there inside of the run out there, which is always a good thing, is why we built the run, and hopefully we'll expand the run over time. And the biggest goal is we're going to expand the run even more to bigger areas and so forth and so on. But this grit will help them grind up the grain inside their, I forget what they call it now, but just basically help them digest. Now we're just gonna go basically little by little, just back and forth, just kind of a little bit of poultry feed and a little bit of scratch grain. I'm not exactly sure which one we should be using exactly, but scratch grain, it seems to have really good results and it seems to be growing pretty fast. So we're gonna put it as well. Give that a little quick mix. Now, as you can see, we got a pretty good mixed up kind of grain kind of going on here. In future, we're probably going to switch over to a co-op to go ahead and get our grain. It's a little bit cheaper than what we just did right here. Right here is probably only like $20 worth of feed, and this right here will probably last chickens. It's like 115 pounds of feed probably, because there was some left over. That will go ahead and probably last them probably a good 3 weeks, 2 weeks easily, especially with the outdoor run open right now. Now they'll get like some of their food from out there as well, and we'll end up putting some like seeds and stuff, grass seeds out there, and along with like compost, like grass clippings and just other compost, just regular food as well. We'll put out there. Hopefully in the future I can work up some system with some of my customers that if you bring in scraps or whatnot, that we'll give you X amount of dollars off our eggs. And hopefully we make that work. Anyways, just wanted to give you a little tour of the barn. We're gonna finish up here, and I'll see you guys basically in the afternoon. If I just want to kind of show our products here, and well, not show our products, show our chickens that are being created in our products, and kind of how they're being treated. You can see them all laying out there in the sun right now. They're enjoying the weather. So let's go finish up. Got her all closed up. Just wanted to show off our gravity waters quick. You can see that with that spout facing the other way, they don't leak out. These are one of the best like waters out there, because then they don't need to hang from a chain. I was going to hang them off from the roof and hang them from a chain, because like that would work super nicely, and I kind of like that then there's no way they could spill it. But then the chickens, they hit it when they, you know, bouncing around having fun in here, because it's always a big chicken party in here. But then they'd spill it a lot more. But yeah, hopefully too, we also had a big mess with the ducks. The ducks love to make mess. We used to have them in this corner. If you saw on Facebook, we also have Facebook, go check it out, Schneider Heritage Farms. And yeah, it just wasn't good. So hopefully with the ducks being on this side and being with the chickens now, they'll kind of live a more cleaner life, hopefully. So we're gonna go ahead and see you guys back this afternoon. We gotta close this all up. How's it going, guys? It's the afternoon now. All the chickens are starting to settle into the coop, as they should come in, start to bed down for the day. We gotta get some roosting bars in here. We don't want them laying on the ground. We want them to start roosting. We'll probably work on that next weekend or next video. We're gonna go outside, close everything up for the day, and make sure that chickens have the water and have food. Let's get to it. First thing we're gonna check is water. The water levels there, water levels there. I did combine the chickens and the ducks. I think the ducks are having a hard time getting up these ramps, so we're gonna have to help them tonight. But yeah, so we're gonna check their food too. Looks like those two are eating away. So let's go help the ducks in. You can see how nicely the chickens actually clean these up. They're still working on that one really nicely. Everyone must not be in full sync of how things are going to work around here yet. But we got them all up in there. Hopefully once my rooster gets bigger, we cut some doors in here. Hopefully the idea is that the rooster will do this for me every night, and then I won't have to. But all that's left is to pull that board up, raise up the door, and that should lock it overnight. Now there is 2 locks outside. We gotta at least go and lock one so they stay in overnight. They're all piling in. We're gonna get out of here so they can settle down a little bit. Other than that, like I say, this is gonna be, I think, a very successful thing, especially when these chickens go ahead and learn it, and the ducks. One thing that you did see today is obviously we had the ducks together and the chickens together. For whatever reason, when they were first young, the ducks and the chickens, they didn't like each other. The ducks are extremely petrified of chickens for some reason. But then I created kind of a system where these fences were tipped on end. Obviously you saw it inside there. That way they were kind of really close to each other. Over time, they somehow bonded and liked each other now. So we're gonna try to tend to run them together. The duck eggs will be just a slightly bigger than the chicken eggs. Over time, we might need to separate them if I can't tell a huge difference between the eggs. That way, for you guys or the consumers, whoever's watching this video, can go ahead and, you know, either get duck eggs and chicken eggs and not get them mixed up. But other than that, beautiful day, beautiful sunset behind us, as you can see. We're gonna go ahead and close the chicken coop up and call it a day. We gotta really redesign this outside door. That's something, you know. Like I always think in my head is, how can I make this better? That way, if someone ever has to come out here, or if I get hurt, that someone can come out here and do this super quickly. Tonight, like I just showed you, these chores took about 5 minutes. Messing around with obviously footage you guys tonight, but the morning, like again, it's only going to be a couple minutes worth of chores for these chickens. Once you got eggs, you just collect eggs, bomb, you know, set up good systems. That way you can come in here, get it done, and not mess around. Obviously now we got pretty good structure. Hopefully we can get rid of some of this stuff around here. This is a future project coming in the future. Hopefully by the end of the summer we can start working on this project. I think you guys are gonna be extremely excited for it. We're gonna try to get some windows framed in here for the chickens, and then in here front we're gonna get some flower beds put in. That way it looks nice and pretty. Hopefully you can slap the Schneider Heritage Farm logo on the side of it. So without that, doing all that, see you guys in the next video. You can see the cows in the background over there. Farm.
See ya.